We're back to the action at Shenington, and it's Honda Cadet time. They're forming up for the grid. Harry Thompson in pole position alongside Alex Eads, with James Walker and Tom Leben on the second row from Caden McQueen and Lucas Ellingham, Justin Brewer and Ivan Lomliev, and Josh McLean and Archie Brown rounding out the top 10. It's been a pretty good season for Harry Thompson, one of the few men trying to take the championship in both IAMI and Honda Cadet titles. And earlier on, Alan caught up with our championship leader.
The Honda Cadet IAMI Cadet double looks like it's going to be on. One race to go, the final coming up, and you should win both championships. What a great season for you. Tell me a little bit about the teams that you've been driving for and how influential they've been for you.
Yeah, the teams have obviously been amazing this year, especially Steve. I've been with him since I first started karting, really, when I was 5. Haven't really stepped out anywhere since. And I've been with Fusion for a couple of years now, and they've done everything they can for me, and I just want to say a massive thank you to both teams.
And you've made history pretty much when you get the points from the final today. You'll have won not only the 2-stroke and 4-stroke cadet classes in the same season. You're going to be doing it with a round to go, which is amazing. But I just want to ask you about moving forward. What's your plans now for next year?
Well, I'm not too sure yet. We're looking at X30 and possibly OK. We're honestly not sure yet.
And I think the OK class would be a really good fit for you. It might take you a year to get into it, but I think you're going to be really strong there. Now, I noticed on your suit, you've got a lovely new suit today with lots of new sponsors on, and that's great to see. I'm thinking there's a name missing from there. It's the Racing Steps Foundation. I think you are absolutely nailed on to get some sort of support from them, and I think they can take you all the way right to the very top echelon of motorsport. What are you thinking in terms of where you want to go ultimately? What's your realistic goals?
Well, pretty much every go-kart driver's dreams being F1, so I would obviously love to get there, but got to see how it goes.
And if you do get in F1, you will come back to Super 1 and be a mentor to the kids, won't you?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, well, good luck.
Thank you.
So on a big day for Harry Thompson, he could make history here at Shenington. There's 4 drivers outside the top 30 you didn't see in the graphics. Sebastian Block, Wesley Mason, Ollie Marsh and Luke Watts. Mason starts 32nd as we get underway. He won't be finishing there. He won the English Championship here recently, don't forget. So he would be absolutely charging through. There's a spin in the first corner. We ride on board with Lucas Ellingham, and further back we've got 2 or 3 karts spun away, and it looks as though they're going to be out of this one very early on. But Harry Thompson trying to control things from the front of the field as they head through Stratford Hairpin for the first time and back onto the runway straight.
Thompson is going to be the first man in history. He's won the Kartmasters Grand Prix recently. What a season he's had. He's already won the IAMI Cadet title. That's the official MSA British Championship Class 4 cadets. He'll get that trophy at the MSA's Night of Champions presentation, and it looks like he's going to take the Honda Cadet title here as well. The first man in history to win the 2-stroke and 4-stroke titles in the same season.
Well, we're on board with Ellingham very briefly there. That is the 72 in front of us as we ride on board with Owen Tolley, who's getting absolutely swamped on the main straight. We were watching Caden McQueen trying to get on terms with Ellingham, but now we've got a swamp of drivers flooding through. There were so many going past at one point I couldn't pick them all up. But now Harry Thompson leading the way here comfortably in front of the 2 or 3 karts just in behind him. I say comfortably because when Harry Thompson hits the front, it never really seems to be too much of a mission, does it? I mean, how many other drivers in history can and will be able to say they won the Honda Cadet title, the IAMI Cadet title, and the Kartmasters Grand Prix in the same season? I can't think of anybody currently on this grid even who could be able to say that in a few years from now.
Well, you never know. There are some very talented drivers in this. It's Harry's season this year, but there's a few in this. There's Alex Eads in second. I think Alex may move up because he's pretty tall, Alex. He may be moving up into Minimax. But Caden McQueen, Lucas Ellingham, he's another one if he's staying in Cadet next year, who could challenge for the title, no doubt about it. Alex Eads running in second. Took his first win, of course, at Glannygorse Park. He was delighted about that. It was a great battling performance that day.
Whoa.
Tom Lebanon, the 23, but coming through, that's McQueen.
What a nice move there from McQueen as well. He left it very late, but he knew he had the move done, didn't he? He's the kind of driver, Caden McQueen. He does go for ambitious moves. As up the inside, Ellingham makes the move on the 46 there. Good move on James Walker. But I was going to say about Caden McQueen, he is an ambitious driver, but I noticed with Caden, he never goes for an overtaking move. He doesn't think he can get through. He's not one of these late chance maneuver drivers. He always goes for broke.
Late chance maneuver driver.
Yeah.
That's a new phrase on me, Jake.
Again, my worms are tripping over me once again. Swinsko in front of us, trying to hold on to the position as we ride on board again with Tolley. Through into the Cafe Corner and back out again onto the Stratford Straight. And these two out in front still. Thompson and Eads trying to break away from the pack as McQueen has another battle on his hands. That looks to me as though the 46 has got back through. James Walker. So Walker moving up into 4th position, I think. They come through Bruno Ferrari chicane once more. So a great battle here in the positions for the podium. Just in behind our two leaders, Thompson and Eads trying to get away. Is that McQueen in 4th or is that Walker in 4th? Very tough to see those two. They're so similar karts and similar numbers as well. 3 wide behind them. That's a good move up the inside as Justin Breward gets to 6th for a moment and then goes back down to 7th place as the instigator of that manoeuvre. It all kicked off around him.
Yeah, it is McQueen, I think, in 4th with Walker in 5th. The rest of the karts come through the finish line. Battles all the way down the field, wherever you are in the field. If you're in a little battle with 4 karts for 21st place, it's important you come out on top. That's Lucas Ellingman picked out, the man with the onboard camera, rear facing.
He's now in 3rd position actually as well, Ellingham. He's been working his way through that field very nicely indeed and put himself up into a podium paying position, but he's got McQueen swarming all over the back of him. There is the 42, Caden McQueen. Every single cadet championship he's started in, he's been a front runner. By the end of it, he's done an absolutely brilliant job, Caden McQueen, in this championship as well, 2016. I really tip him as a potential superstar of the future. I can see him being one of the great characters of the future. He's a very chatty, very likeable sort of person. He's got a personality to take with him through the motor racing world. I hope he never ever loses that, because that is something a sponsor is going to pick up and run with. Here is Ivan Lomliev. We're looking at the 27, getting himself in the mix as well. And that means that Ellingham is down to 5th position. Yes, McQueen is 3rd, Walker is 4th, and look who's leading. That is Eads. I didn't see where Eads got past Harry Thompson, but Alex Eads is now leading the way, so that's going to spice the battle up a little bit.
Now, you'd normally think for any other driver like Harry Thompson, who's pretty much, 2nd place, comfortable, the championship's tied up, he'll just sit there in 2nd and just take the championship win. But this is Harry Thompson. He doesn't understand that. He will definitely go back for the lead in the last minute of the race, the last lap if he can, because that's the type of driver he is.
Yeah, Thompson is first or last, isn't he, as a racing driver? I love that about Harry Thompson. It's the same quality we admire in people like Lewis Hamilton. And I have a feeling that Harry Thompson, looking at where he is and where Hamilton was at the same stage, maybe Harry Thompson is heading in the right direction.
Well, of course, Honda Cadet is fairly new to the Super 1 Championship in the last sort of 5 or 6 years. And what I like about this class now is it's a fantastic class. It's always had great drivers in it, but if you go back, I mean, I remember 10 years ago, this was the sort of second-class citizen for cadet racing. It used to take a lot of stick on the karting forums for being a generator engine as opposed to the chainsaw engine that they used to be driving in the 2-stroke class. But that negativity we don't see anymore, which I like, to be honest, because I thought it was always a load of nonsense. We don't see the negativity anymore because it's been in Super 1 for so long, and we've had so many fantastic drivers come out of the Honda Cadet class, go into Miami Cadet as well, and the other 2-stroke classes and do particularly well.
Here comes McQueen up the inside to move up into 5th position. Yes, he gets the move done, and look at the battle we've got now. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 karts in this battle, which is not for any old namby-pamby position. This is for the lead. 8 karts, nose to tail, battling away for the victory. Eads in front, Thompson in 2nd position. I think that's Ellingham now through into 3rd position now, the 99, in front of Walker, in front of McQueen, and in front of Lomliev. So this is a really great battle all the way through this. Then in 7th position, we've got the 64 and the 31 in there as well. So Oliver Greenall, and then we've got Justin Breward. As we go into the last lap, here comes Thompson. He's going for that killer move, and Ellingham's going to go with him. That is Eads down the order, I think. Oliver Behrman, the O-plate, is trying to work his way through the field. He started 22nd, now up to 11th position. So look, he's right to the back of this queue. He wants to get into the top 10 on the last lap. Ellingham defending, no surprises there. Caden McQueen trying to go round the outside. There's a little bit of wheel banging there. There's not much Eads can do to hold him off, but we're on board with Ellingham in second position, and there's all sorts of pandemonium as drivers trying to get into that third position on the podium. Ellingham right on the back of Thompson. Who's that who's emerged in third place? That looks to me like Eads. Eads is there in third. I think that's one of the BRK karts in fourth position. That is Archie Brown. Archie Brown, the 72, is up in fourth position. I'm not sure how he did that, but the checkered flag comes out. It's championship victory time for Harry Thompson. He's done the double. Lucas Ellingham, the leading rookie, in second place in front of Alex Eads, who does end up on the podium after leading so long. Archie Brown and Caden McQueen in the top 5, with Walker in 6th ahead of Cooper. Oliver Behrman up in 8th. Breward and Greenall rounding out the top 10.
You've got one mind on your championship, one mind on winning the race, when you've got 33 other drivers all buzzing around you. How hard was it to kind of keep your composure, go for gaps and the win, but also then take it easy when you needed to?
Yeah, I knew the race wasn't going to be easy. I just had to clamp down, get in a few consistent laps and manage to take the win.
And seeing the checkered flag, what was that feeling like?
The feeling was amazing.
2 championship campaigns, 2 titles. But who's going to be the runner-up? Caden McQueen looking good for it at the moment, but he needs a great weekend at PF International. Eads and Ellingham are scrapping away too. That could distract them, with Wesley Mason firmly in the top 5. So while Harry Thompson clinches 2 cadet championships in the same year, attention now turns to junior TKM. You'll want a good seat for this one. There's so much drama, you won't want to miss it.